Hello. I don't know from which part should I start, but I know that I should do it. Why? Because sometimes I feel like I should do it, and at the same time I have a feeling that the things I shared in Russian language, they sabotaged me, sabotaged me in some way. Why? You know, I feel stuck in some sense. Why? I've been growing in some toxic family system because I see it. I've seen it lots of times, and at the same time, when I shared lots of my thoughts on the internet and expressed my views, and um, I've made the biggest mistake in my life. Yeah, my English is broken. So I've made the biggest mistake in my life when I shared my channel with my parents. Why? Because sometimes I suspect when they see my videos, when they watch, not see, it's my broken English. So when we watch my videos, I suspect they implement the things I share. Why? You know, um, it may sound quite bizarre, but um, they act more sneaky or sneakier logically because the longest words have more, but the shorter ones have less, have less. See, my English is broken because I've never spoken English on the camera. So I do it now. I'm doing it now. Present, perfect, present continuous tense. Yes. It may see kind of nerdy, but at the same time, I want to know how to use uh, things more properly. See, English is broken. I've never spoken. However, at the same time, my English in the written form is better because I've spoken with lots of people and expressing my views in the comment sections of various channels on the internet and especially on YouTube. So, why I wanted to post this video in English? Because my surroundings and the people who surround me um, only speak in Russian. So, in some sense, I exploit this vulnerability of the system because they can't understand what I'm talking about. So, from which point should I start? I should start from the moment when I shared lots of things about family system, how it affected me, how it influenced me, and many things that can be found only in Russian language. Yes. So, from which point should I start? Uh, I've came to conclude I came to conclusion lots of uh, times, but I forgot about that, and those things still remind me about that something is wrong here, something is wrong and was wrong. However, those thoughts, in some sense, disappeared from my mind or uh, you're suppressed and in some sense removed, or um, like you can't believe it. You can't believe it that here happened something wrong and was happening something wrong. Yeah. And at the same time, sometimes parents act in a love bombing manner. Why? When you find something wrong, that something is going wrong, they try to sugarcoat it in a sense to make you forget about this, or to conceal the fact that you're mistaken. Your interpretation of the situation is quite wrong. Why? And here I should remind about the idea of manipulatory tactics um, in many other forms, which are present and which are not a rare thing. Not rare thing at all. I don't know what to speak about really, but I've I've seen how this affected me, and that mistake that I made long ago, 2 years ago to be precise. Um, that mistake and my availability in some sense to see my thoughts, to see my ideas, to see how I interpret the circumstances and what happened in my family system. Uh, so we have access, and at the same time, I've made um, some trap for myself when they see it, and when they can um, implement this in some sense, maybe, oh yeah, yeah, it may be good, yeah, we will be better, we change, etc., etc. But knowing this system, knowing what happens and happened here, I can attest that you might be wrong. From the perspective of development, improving human qualities in some sense. Yeah, nerdy jargon. They don't change. Uh, they act in the same manner, in the same sneaky manner, making you believe that there was nothing wrong, and there was and there is nothing wrong. Yeah. And that's why it's kinda hard to escape this situation. Yeah. I try to improve my pronunciation because in some sense it sounds quite a horrible accent. Horrible. Not only horrible, but you feel like this person speaks from the Eastern Europe in some sense, yeah. And maybe I should do it because who knows? Maybe it might it may lead me to somewhere new or something new. I don't know. I don't know. So, what should I say to summarize my the flow of consciousness? flow of consciousness. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But the biggest mistake that I made several years ago was sharing my channel with my parents, and I suspect they used against me the things I spoke about and speak about. So it's harsh. So sometimes escaping from the family system can be found in using the other languages. Not only using, but implementing. Yeah, in some sense, it may change your mind. Not only change your mind, but uh, I don't know, more maybe restructuring your thinking in some sense. Because I know how I speak in English. I know that my thoughts may sound kinda unnatural in English because it feels like. However, I remember how I spoke on Reddit a long time ago, and some people say, "Yeah, interesting English you have." maybe maybe I say this. I'm saying this because to make me look that I'm not that horrible in English or something like that. I don't know. However, knowing that English is international language, why not? Why not? And especially when I consume lots of materials and videos and other stuff in English. Why don't you speak your native language? You know, maybe it's some kind of psychological condition. Maybe, yes. Uh, or maybe it's like some consequences of my upbringing that nasal sound horrible. I know. However, maybe I'll improve it. I'll improve it because why not? Why not? And maybe recording something in English is like a challenge to me. Not only a challenge, but to prove myself that I'm capable of doing something new or something unusual. How I feel that I can, and I know I can. And at the same time, why I also record this in this manner, in this using this approach because the whole life I've been playing small, not only um, job wise, money wise, even even sometimes I suspect that my parents have been trying because it's prolonged process, not only prolonged but I don't know when it started, really, because sometimes I suspect that the whole character of mine reminds me of that Matrix movie, when Morpheus speaks about that you're like a battery for the Matrix. Yeah, hilarious. It sounds kind of hilarious, but if you take a look from this angle, you'd see that in some sense it feels this way, like your parents can use you as some kind of um, battery, the right word. I don't remember because I watched matrix long ago, and the word battery. I know battery is like some thing that can be charged and recharged, but common alkaline battery, I don't remember. Yeah. So yeah, it's like draining your energy, draining, and sometimes I suspect that even creative force have has been has been draining. They have been draining this creative force from me, and maybe they live using my creativity. So in some sense, they act like thieves. Um, so it's like I don't know the word criminology or something like that. Smells bad, and sometimes I wish to have some retribution about that matter because what the hell? Why they use this against me? And in some sense, it's like really birthing children for some weird purposes, not to make them live, but like using a battery which charges them. However, they, however, at the same time, they don't live either. So it's kinda creepy. Not only creepy, but also horrible and terrible to understand this. So, yeah, it's like the biggest mistake of my life when I started sharing my thoughts in Russian language. And maybe using my English is like escape, in some sense escape, because they can't understand what I'm talking about. They can't speak English. They can't speak English at all. Maybe it's like escape plan using the other language. I don't know. I don't know. And it sounds kinda bizarre. Kinda bizarre. But if you take a look from this angle, what I'm what I've been talking about, I don't know, present perfect continuous. Is it is it hard? Is it too sophisticated to speak to speak about in using such um, um, phrases, phrases? I don't know. I don't know. But it has it has been happening for a long time. For a long time. Or maybe I'm fond of um, British accent. However, I speak in more American one. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I should take a more proper look at English and how I express it and how to use it um, properly, not in some uh, amateur way. Yeah. So this thing, this is what I wanted to say. I don't know what to add. You know, even when I expressed everything I wanted to say in the other language, I feel a bit different. Feel a bit different. Like my brain, uh, it feels like I switched. I turned off some switch, taken. I don't know. I don't know how to express it, but it feels this way. Yeah. So that's it, I guess. And yeah, I think that expressing myself in the other language may be beneficial to me. And I think if anyone that grows in such circumstances may use this thing to escape, especially when you made some mistake speaking in your native language. Yes, because logically, if you take a look at this, you'd see that they have access to all your information, everything you share, everything you struggle with, not only struggle with, but also your sufferings. And at the same time, it is possible that they can use it against you. And I can add to this the other insight that some women can use it too, because I experienced it on my own skin, in my own skin. I I experienced it uh, in my life when I shared my information, and some women knew about it, and sometimes I suspect they um not only used it against me, but they knew my vulnerabilities, how they can exploit it, how they could exploit it. Yeah. So be careful what you share, with whom you share, um, especially in the circumstances that I've showed you, because family systems that are based on toxicity can use it against you. Not only use, but they can smartly apply this to make you feel like um, like there is nothing wrong and there was nothing wrong. So in the past and now, um, I wanted to say something else, something more, but I forgot. Yeah. It's like sneakiness. That sneakiness, and at the same times, when you try to escape this mental, psychological, emotional prison, jail, prison, I don't know, prison, probably more American way to speak about, yes, or but in I don't know, I don't remember, because these words interchange inter, interchangeable for me. Yes. So when they see what you are doing and what things you record, they can make the other way to manipulate you and um, to make you hooked up on them even stronger. hooked up on them because they know, they see what you're sharing, your thoughts, your ideas, the things you struggle, and they can use it against you. Unfortunately, and that hoo- hook when they use, because hooked up, yeah. Am I wrong? Am I right? Or maybe I think in some strange way. I don't know. I don't know. First time I speak in English on camera. First time in my life. So don't be harsh on me, please. Don't be harsh on me, please. Don't be harsh on me. Yeah. So yeah, take a look. Take a proper look at these manipulations, how I exploit it, and don't repeat the same mistake I made. Yeah, exploring the idea of toxicity in your family system is the right one. Yeah, but sharing it while you lived in this system, yeah, it kind of tricky because you can get more negative feedback, or maybe they can use it to hook you more on them, because I see the things that happen in my life not only happen, but the restrictions of my life in some sense. I don't want to play a victim. I just want to share that it's really hard. It's really hard. Not only this, but you experience more anxiety in your life. Anxiety, uh, some devaluating thoughts about myself. I experience it. And sometimes I suspect that it's not even my voice, it's the things that were put in me, put into my head to make me believe that I'm this, that, because I remember how some of them uh, told me, tried to reprogram me to make me believe that I'm worthless, I'm not capable of doing anything, uh, etc., etc. Lots of devaluating thoughts to make me believe, and at the same time making me stuck and trying to prove me that I'm wrong, not only wrong, but crazy to think that here's a paradise, here's some kind of a paradise, yeah. But why I live this way? Why I devaluate myself? Why I act in some sense not fully blossomed? Blossomed? I don't know. It sounds kind of poetic, yeah. But in some sense, yeah. Flourish, yes. Flourish is a better word, I think, not blossom. However, blossom is also good. Yeah. So, yeah, that's the thing I wanted to say. Restrictions, not sharing everything of your life, especially some of them watching your videos, because I know my videos are watched by my parents. And at the same time, I feel stuck. I feel stuck and restricted, not playing a victim. I just want to express that it's really hard because thoughts betray you and your further movement in your life. but I want to live fully and more diverse when I'm living now. Yeah. So that's it. Thank you for watching. I don't know how it sounded. I don't know, but I'm curious to see. I'm curious to see because I've never done something like that. And probably it's like leaving your comfort zone in some sense. Yeah. And at the same time, I want to add the other thing. Yeah. Especially about that comfort zone. Probably in some sense, my life and the circumstances in which I have been living were not about the comfort zone, were not about the comfort zone at all. Because anxiety, terrible, like mental blocks, when you can't think clearly, your emotions suppressed. Emotions, I mean, um, what you feel suppressed, and many other things. So, in some sense, I've grown. I've been growing. No, I've grown because no, I grew up in uncomfort zone. So, and they tried to prove me that I grew up in comfort zone. Yeah, broken English, broken English. Don't be harsh on me, please. Don't be harsh on me. I know, I know. Yes, so that's it. That's it. So it's like you're trying to escape from the uncomfort zone. It's kind of terrible thing in some sense. So, and in some sense, it's like some the opposite of what is supposed to be. It's like environment outside may be harsh sometimes, but maybe not. Yeah, and sometimes I suspect and feel that outside is even better than being inside. Yeah, sometimes I suspect and feel like I'm a vagabond or some wanderer. It's kind of creepy. It's kind of creepy. However, I think um, it is not useful to be sad about this, and there should be hope for living, hope for a new life. Not in the sense like, yeah, it happens by itself. No, I'm not fond of idea to do nothing. I know that you should do something about it, and I'm doing something about it because I've made lots of attempts to change recently, and I'll proceed forward as the phrase goes. So, thank you for watching. It may be kind of new to me, unusual, and at the same time, I want to do it. I want to do it, and and I think what replies will be, especially when I record my videos in the Russian language. I don't know. I don't want to create a new channel. Because two accounts on one SIM telephone number. Two channels can be on one telephone number. SIM, right? Right? I don't know. I've never used that expression, so I might be wrong. So that's it. That's it. Thank you for watching. Maybe I'll record something more on this manner topic. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Or maybe create, or maybe I'll create different channel at all. Like, it's not departure from my old videos that I recorded prior to this one. No. It's like an experiment to see whether I'm capable of recording this or not. That's it. So I'm kinda anxious now, but I think and I feel like I should do it. So I'll do it. I'll do it. Yes. Thank you for watching and see you later. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe yes, maybe not. I don't know. Cheers.